Hey, what's up everyone? It's your girl Ktura K and I am back with another video. So today I'm going to be sharing my 2020 beauty favorites with you all. These are actually going to be products that I used the most in 2020, and some of them are new, some of them came out this year, and some of them are just my OG products that I really love. So we're going to get right into the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. So let's get into it. So I have my list here on my phone. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I wanted to make sure I had everything mapped out because I don't want to steer away or get off track from the main favorites that I want to share with you all. So the list, I'm going to basically do it from the way I do my face for the most part. So brows, then skin, then concealer, then setting powders, and all of that stuff. So I have everything separated already, so it should be a nice smooth transition between each product. So we're going to start off with primers. As you all know, priming is the first step to applying your makeup after your skincare, of course. And the first primer that I have on my list is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. And this particular primer is so dope. I love it. I really, at one point I wasn't really using primers like that. I mainly like to use just moisturizers and stuff like that. And sometimes I felt like I just didn't need any primers. But this one is so dope because if you have used the All Nighter setting spray before, then you know they have some bomb setting spray. But this primer, honey, works really well. So it works great paired with any foundation, and I love it. The second primer that I have on my list is the Mercier Pure Canvas Blurring Primer. So this primer definitely gives that smoothing effect. It really smooths your skin before your makeup application, and it's one of the reasons why I love it. Every time I apply this primer, my makeup is always flawless and it lasts a lot longer. So if you have not tried primers, or if you don't know what primer to choose, then I would definitely start off with one of those. There are some really nice primers and definitely my go-tos. So next up, we're going to move on to brows, and my all-time favorite brow pencil is the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit Cosmetics. This is what it looks like. So if you have not tried it, oh my goodness, I love this pencil. It's very thin. It's so hard to make a mistake with this. So it is perfect for beginners. And it's just, like I said, it's hard to make a mistake. So you can easily go in and fill in your brows and you won't make any harsh lines or anything like that because it's so nice and precise. I used to love MAC Spike, but then they changed the packaging. Listen, this was years ago, but I was just so bummed out, and that used to be my favorite brow pencil. And when they changed the packaging, I'm like, oh, I didn't like it. I did not like it after that. It sucked low key. So I just didn't like that, and I'm still a MAC girl at heart. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. But when they changed that packaging, we were all upset. So this one is definitely really great. It's, like I said, it has that really nice, precise point to it, and you can actually see when you're going to run out, and it does not break a lot. So that's what I love about brow pencils that don't break, especially the ones that twist up, because you know sometimes they tend to break as you're, you know, if they dry out, they tend to break off as you're doing your brows, and then it's just a waste of product, you know. So this one is my go-to, and it's my #1 favorite brow pencil to date. So next we're going to move on to foundations, and these particular foundations have been my go-tos all year. So we're going to start off with the Range Beauty foundation. This particular foundation is actually Black owned, and when I found this foundation, I was like, wow. I tried it and I just could not believe how lightweight it was, how clean it is if you look at the ingredients, and they sell it at Target, so it's under the Target clean line. So it doesn't have all these harsh ingredients, and it doesn't have any strong fragrance. If your skin is very sensitive like mine, then you will definitely appreciate that. So I don't feel like I have anything on my face when I wear it, and it looks really nice and natural, but it still gives great coverage. So this particular foundation is definitely my main go-to, especially on a daily basis when I don't want to put too much of anything on my face, and I just add a light coat and bam, I'm good to go. I might set it with a powder or something if I feel like I need to, because it may tend to get a little oily if you don't really set it, because it's so, you know, lightweight, and I don't want to say dewy because it's not too dewy, but like I said, it gives off a natural finish. So that should explain everything. So I definitely would recommend trying this. I'm so glad I ordered it from Target and got my hands on it. Support Black-owned businesses. Listen. It's not over. It's not over. It's still time. It's always a good time to support a Black business. So check it out. The next foundation is one of my OGs. It is the Too Faced Born This Way. A lot of people are loving the matte, Too Faced Matte, because they just came out with that one this year. But I wasn't a big fan of it. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of matte foundations anymore. And it's just so crazy because I actually tried a matte powder foundation recently, if you all have seen the video, and I loved it. So I may be getting back into the matte thing. I don't know. But that particular one by Too Faced, it had a really nice finish, don't get me wrong, but just the matte look for me just wasn't it. Oh, so I don't know. It's just something about the matte that I wasn't just all over it. And I think that's just me with matte foundations, period. So that's why I like the OG, triple OG, the Too Faced regular Born This Way. And it will always be one of my faves. So the next fave of mine is the Este Lauder Double Wear. As you all know, that's the OG, triple OG as well. So if you know, then you know. That particular foundation gives great coverage. If you want a full coverage look, it's, oh my gosh, so amazing. I love this particular foundation. At one point, I thought my skin was too sensitive to wear it. But then recently when I tried it, I started, not recently, but this year when I brought it back out, I'm like, you know what? I like this. It's long wearing, and that's one thing that I love about it, and it gives great coverage. I wore it the other day. I think I wore it like yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I was like, this freaking foundation got my skin on fleek. Like, it was... Try it out if you haven't already. But if you have, then I'm sure you're probably a fan of it as well, because I feel like a lot of people love that foundation. So next up is the Beauty Blender Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. This foundation, OMG. It gives such a flawless airbrush finish. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'm so glad Beauty Blender sent this foundation to me, because I probably wouldn't have tried it. Honestly, I don't know how that just slipped over my head when it came out, because I thought it was like super duper new, and it was just, I feel like it has been out for a little minute, because when I went on the Sephora site, because my cousin asked me one day, what are you wearing on your face, when I was on FaceTime and I had that particular foundation on, and I told him, like, this is Beauty Blender. They have a bounce foundation and it's so lightweight. I'm literally telling y'all what I told him, and he went on the site and it was like half price. So it was originally $40. I think it was on sale for $20. So it may still be on sale. You never know. Check it out. Everything will be linked down below. So check it out. You may be able to get it on sale and try it out, because it's some really good foundation, and it really has really nice packaging, as you can see. And you just squirt it out and then just dab your Beauty Blender on it. And then once you're done, you just clean it off. You don't have to put it on the back of your hands or anything like that. So listen, that one is definitely a goodie. So the next foundation is the powder foundation that I was telling you all about earlier. The Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. This foundation, I got it on right now, and it looks so good. Sorry, my hair looks crazy. It looks so good. And like I told y'all, I don't like a lot of matte foundations, but this one hit different. Do you see this? It hit different, like, oh. If you have not tried it, please, it's something you definitely got to give it a shot, you know, because I'm glad I did. And if you normally wear any other Fenty Beauty foundations, it actually runs, I think, a shade or two lighter than the liquid foundations that they have. So I definitely had to get 2 or 3 shades lighter, but I did a review on it, so check out the review if you're interested and you want to learn a little bit more before you purchase it. I have a video here on my channel, so check that out. But it's super lightweight. I don't feel like I have anything on my face. I don't feel anything cakey or anything like that. It does not cake up. And it doesn't give an ashy look. It looks like I have on freaking liquid foundation. And like I said, it gives a nice natural look. It's buildable. And it's everything, you know? So, honey, don't say I didn't tell you. So next up is the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer. I actually have that one on as well, and it is really great. It has really great coverage. It's really easy to set, and that's one thing I look for when it comes to concealers. I want to make sure my concealer is going to set properly and it's not going to start creasing as the day goes by. A 10 from me because I use it all the time. And like I said, it just really works for me. And I have several shades, so I'll use my skin tone if I want to just correct or conceal anything, or just add a little, you know, more coverage under my eye area. And then I'll go in with the lighter shade if I want to brighten up my eyes and, you know, highlight a little bit. I love this foundation. It's really bomb. Rihanna, what she can do no wrong, seriously. Like, all of her makeup is pretty much a hit, honestly. I've done several videos using all Fenty Beauty, and I really love her products, seriously. I'm surprised I don't have her whole freaking site on my list, because I mean, I probably would if I didn't want to, you know, have a little more variety, because she has some great stuff. I'm not even gonna lie. So these are just gonna be mainly necessities and things that I actually have used a lot. I have a lot of her products, but some of them I just left out because some of them are fairly similar. Like if it's a highlighter, say I use a different shade or something like that. She's been on almost every category thus far, so I love me some Fenty Beauty, and that's just that on that. So the next concealer we have is the Beauty Blender Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. And this particular concealer was actually sent with the foundation, and I used them both together, and the consistency of this concealer is a tad bit thicker. It comes with a wand and everything like that, but it's a tad bit thicker than your average concealer. And I think that was one of the reasons why I really liked it. It really went on really smooth. I was able to blend it out well, and it set perfectly. So it had a flawless finish, and I really liked it, especially paired with their foundation. It was really nice. So next we have Too Faced, once again, the Born This Way concealer. So the concealer bomb, as you all know, Jackie Aina actually came out and extended some of their shades when she collabed with them, and they sent me so many of those concealers. It was so amazing, and I have purchased more since then because that was a few years ago. But I love this concealer. Like, it's definitely my go-to. You can contour with it. You can highlight with it. You can correct with it. You can do anything with it. Some people have even worn it as foundation. If you want more coverage, you can definitely add this to your foundation list and wear it as a foundation if you like, because it's just that good. This is the GOAT, okay? Born This Way really did their thing, and I really love, I'm talking about Born This Way, you know, Too Faced. They really did their thing when they came out with this Born This Way line, because nice finish, it's buildable, it's easy to set, and it just gives off a nice natural flawless look. And if you want to build it up, it will give you a high fashion glam look, you know. So like I said, it's buildable, and that's one thing I love as well, because you can add as many layers as you want and it won't cake up. I mean, the average is 1 or 2, and it won't cake up and, you know, look like too much makeup, you know. So the next concealer is UOMA Beauty, and this is their Stay Woke concealer. This concealer has a really nice consistency as well. And like I said, when it comes to looking for concealers, I like to go for concealers that are easy to set, easy to apply, easy to blend. And this was one of them. So I got this from Ulta, so you can check that out. Like I said, I'll link everything below, and you can get your hands on this. And they are also Black owned, so get your hands on it. So next, we're going to move on to setting powders. My #1 setting powder this year was the Mercier Translucent Honey setting powder. That setting powder did the damn thing, okay? Did the damn thing. Seriously, like, I use it all the time. It doesn't give any flashback. It's easy to dust off, and it doesn't cake up. It gives that ugly flashback look, and I cannot stand that. Laura Mercier, you know, they are the queens and kings, or whatever you want to call it. They are the head honcho of translucent powders, in my opinion. They are really, really nice, and I can't live without them, honestly. I have to use their setting powders. They're just really great. I have a few other ones that I tend to use from time to time, but Laura Mercier has definitely been my go-to, especially since they came out with the translucent honey shade. It definitely gives off a great, great finish, and it sets everything perfectly. So next we have bronzers and highlighters. So we're going to start off with Fenty. I love their Stalk'r Instant Warmth bronzers. Amazing. I was using the darker shade at one point, but then I realized it was a little too red for me. Then I switched over to Koko Naughty, which is a tad bit lighter, and as you can see, I have it on right now. It's perfect for contouring and setting your contour. If you like to contour with liquids or creams, this one is perfect for setting that. And you can just wear it by itself also. You can just take a nice brush and give yourself a nice bronze look. And it doesn't have any shimmer in it or anything like that. So it is perfect for my girls who want a nice natural contour and, you know, want to bronze your face up a little bit. So for highlighters, I have been loving the Fenty Beauty Cognac Candy Diamond Balm. This looks really great all over your skin, honestly, but I love it like up here in my, you know, chest area or on my neck a little bit, and sometimes I'll put it right here as a highlighter. So it's really great for that. After I saw the girls at the Savage X Fenty fashion show, their bodies were like diamonds. Their skin were like diamonds, just glistening in the light. They had all of that on the Diamond Balm, and they have different colors as well. They actually just came out with a new one, I think, but I have that one, and then I have the silverish one. So I kind of mix those sometimes, but I love Cognac Candy the best. It looks amazing on melanin skin. So if you're going on vacation, or if you want a really nice glow at the beach, or just on a regular day, I mean, you can do that, because that's your business, like Tabitha said. But no, seriously, like, it gives off a really, really nice glow, and it just makes your skin look so good. So good. So next I have the Trophy Wife Killawatt highlighter, and this is an oldie but a goodie. Some people used to try to wear a Trophy Wife and they didn't like it. I know a lot of people that were like, it was too much and it was overpowering, but you just have to know where to place it and how much to put on. You don't want to put too much on and look crazy. You want to just add it nicely right here, and if you have too much, just try to blend it out. So that's the key to wearing Trophy Wife, especially if, you know, for all skin tones. It's a color for all skin tones, but for my melanin girls, it really makes our skin pop. And that's why it's one of my faves. It's really, really, really nice. I have on Moscow Mule right now. That's another goodie. I had that on the list, but, you know, Killawatt, I didn't want to do like all the different shades. If you are looking for the perfect shade, I would definitely recommend just going on the website and then going under Killawatt. I'll link it below, and then you can pick out the shade that you think will work best for you. They have swatches on the models of all different shades, and, you know, you can pick out which one works best for you. But I love Trophy Wife and Moscow Mule. So next up we have the Rare Beauty Liquid Highlighter. And when this Rare Beauty line came out by Selena Gomez, I was loving it. She has some really great products, but this had to be one of my faves. The liquid highlighter was really beautiful. It was easy to apply and easy to blend out, and it definitely popped because it's just like applying like liquid gold to your skin, you know? So you just have to make sure you blend it out well and apply it well, and you'll be good to go, honestly. So we're going to move on to the Lippies. So the first lippy that I have on my list is by Fenty Beauty as well. As y'all told y'all, I love me some Fenty Beauty. And it was definitely on my list this year. Like I was grabbing for it, buying this, buying that. Like that's how much I love Fenty Beauty. Like seriously, like they have some really great products. And this is not paid. This is not promo. Like I'm being real. But the first lippy I have on here is the Fenty Slip Shine Lipstick. Fenty Slip Shine Lipstick. They had a little tongue twister thing going around. I can't remember how it goes. Slip Shine Lipstick or something like that. But I love the Fenty Slip Shine. Now I'm getting tongue tied. I love the Fenty Slip Shine lipsticks because it just really went on really well. They have a really pretty color called Bubble Rum, and that has to be my fave. I had purchased all of them, so I really like Bubble Rum the best because, honey, it just hit different. It's a really pretty brown color, and it just really looks good on melanin skin as well, and I just loved it. It was just like a nice classic color. It just gave me like 90s vibes and, you know, a little old school throwback, and it was just very grown and sexy, you know. So I love that color. Bubble Rum was definitely my fave. But they have other shades that you can go check out as well, and the formula was amazing. Nice and creamy, and it gave your lips a lot of shine. So next we have the Kylie Cosmetics a matte liquid lipstick, and this particular lipstick is a nude matte liquid lipstick, and I loved it because sometimes when I want to go for a really nice nude color, sometimes it's hard to find, especially being brown skin. You know, you just want that perfect shade, and sometimes you may have it in your mind like, okay, I want like a pinkish nude or a peachish nude or a light nude or a dark nude. Like nude can be anything, so you have to find that nude that works really good for you, and this is one that I really love. Pair it with a nice brown liner, honey, you good to go. So next is another lippy by Fenty. These are their Gloss Bomb Cream Lip Glosses. And if you saw my video on these, you can see that I loved majority of the shades. It was only like 5, I think. So my favorite one had to be Honey Waffles though, because that was a really pretty nude as well. So you definitely have to check out all of the shades to see which one you like better. But the formula on these were amazing. Creamy, pigmented, and oh my gosh, they just made your lips look so luscious, and you definitely have to try it if you haven't. But like I said, Honey Waffles was definitely my fave. And a lot of people really liked fruit snacks on me too. When I did the video on my Instagram, I asked everybody like, what shade do you like the best? And a lot of people love fruit snacks. It's kind of like a reddish glossy shade. Of course, everything was gloss, but like a reddish shade, and people were definitely feeling fruit snacks as well. So the last lippy that I have on my list is the Buxom Full On Lip Polish, and I love these. Any shade will do the trick, believe me. These lip glosses are top of the line. My favorite go-to, and it has been my go-to gloss for years. It's probably about 3 or 4 in my purse right now, probably about 3 in my car, 2 in my book bag for work, and I just have them all over the place. That's how obsessed I am with Buxom Full On Lip Polishes. They have the creams as well, which don't have any shimmer in them. So if you don't want a shimmery look, you can get the lip gloss that is a cream, or you can get the Full On Lip Polish, which has a little bit of glitter. So you can pick whichever one you want. So I'm going to drop the link down below, and y'all can make it do what it do. Don't say I didn't tell you, because they have your lips looking so good, so nice and full. So they make your lips amazing. Just amazing. And they even have the lipsticks as well. So check them out. Listen, Full On Lip Polishes are my faves. And like I said, I'll link them down below so you can check them out and see what shade you may like. Because they have so many. They have so many. But one of my all-time faves was Brandy. So if you're just you really don't know, you want me to tell you what shade I like the best, is Brandy. And they also have some fall shades, and one that I have in my purse right now is called Autumn. And that one is really nice and brown. It's nice and natural, and like a perfect nude everyday color that you can wear, you know, just as a nice everyday gloss. So next up, we're going to move to the palettes. So I had two palettes that I really used a lot this year, and I was really loving them. And the first one was by Juvia's Place, and it was their Wahala 2 palette. That palette was out of this world. It had so many different colors, and if you all know Juvia's Place, then you know they have the pigment on deck. Their palettes are super pigmented. You will not regret purchasing from them. They're super affordable, and they're just amazing. Like I said, I love some Juvia's Place, and that was definitely one of my favorite palettes this year. I was super excited when they dropped the promo and they started talking about the palette being released, and I was like, wow, I cannot wait to get my hands on this to create some bomb looks. So hopefully you can too. It's back in stock now, I think, because it was sold out. So hopefully you can get your hands on it and check it out. So the other palette that I'm loving by another black-owned brand, because Juvia's Place is black-owned as well, is Pat McGrath. Their Celestial Divinity palette is amazing. The pigmentation is out of this world. They have some really, really nice shades, and they look really great on all skin tones, but it looks especially good on that melanin, okay? So if you have seen my video, I have a video on a look that I did using the palette, and I have another one actually coming out soon. So check those out and let me know what you think. But if you have not checked this palette out, check it out. Check it out. You will not regret it. They have some really, really nice shades. It's a bit on the pricey side, the palette is, but I definitely think it's worth it. The packaging, the quality is just impeccable. It's amazing. So she has some really great products, and she actually puts her time. You can tell she takes her time with her stuff, and even her display in Sephora is just amazing. It's just so beautiful. So last but not least, we're going to get into the setting sprays. So setting sprays and finishing sprays, because not all sprays can vary. Sometimes they more so finish, and I love that. Hopefully that makes sense. But being a makeup artist, you know the difference. Sometimes finishing sprays don't really set. Like if you know Fix Plus, back in the day, I don't know if they changed the formula or not, but back in the day, Fix Plus was just a finishing spray. You finish off your makeup, get rid of that powdery look if you have one, and you know you're good to go. But a setting spray is actually going to set your makeup in place and, you know, keep you right for the night. So that is really the difference. So my favorite finishing spray would have to be Fix Plus Gold Light, and I love this because it has the nice gold reflex, and it really makes your skin look amazing. If you have, like I said, that powdery look, it will definitely get you right. They have the ones without the reflex in it as well, so if you want a regular Fix Plus, they used to have the scented ones. I don't know if they still have those on their site or not, but those are great as well. But this one is my fave. So the next spray that I have on my list is What It Do, and it's actually by Fenty Beauty as well, and it's actually a makeup refreshing spray. You can apply it after you're done with your makeup to basically refresh and get rid of, like I said, that powdery look if you have one, and just make your face look more like natural skin. And the last spray that I have on my list is an actual setting spray, and this one is the Continuous Setting Spray by Morphe, and I love it. I'm so glad I finally got my hands on it. I have been wanting to try it out for a while, and I just happened to be at Ulta, and I'm like, hey, I want to buy something. And I saw the setting spray. I'm like, I've been wanting to get this. So I finally got my hands on it, and I love it. It smells really good as well, and I like how it goes on really nice, and it's in like an aerosol spray can, so you know it doesn't like get stuck, like the spray bottle doesn't get stuck. Like sometimes, you know, spray bottles can tend to get stuck, and then it'll like spit out weird, and then it'll be all uneven, and that's one of the problems I've had before. But I love how it's in an aerosol can, and you just spray and keep it moving. So that was the last product on my list. Hopefully I didn't talk y'all head off too much, because listen, I could talk about makeup all day. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm really glad I was able to let you all in on some of my favorite products of 2020. So don't forget to hit that like button if you like videos like this. and hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and join the family if you have not already. So again, I linked all of the products down below so you can check them out. And let me know what you think in the comment section if you've tried any products. And let me know what are some of your favorites from 2020. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye.